Firstly, how did the name Xvela arise?
Our parent company is Navis, and the name Navis comes from the Latin word for vessel. And so when we were thinking of the new company and how best to organize it and how best to name it, we came across Vela. And Vela is the Latin word for sail, but it also means cloud. And the X is more about the exchange of information and the dynamic exchange of containers and data related to containerization.
Excellent. Can you explain what is new and dynamic that Xvela will bring to the industry?
Sure. Today, the vessel stowage planning and execution process follows a model that's about 30 years old. There's EDI, there's phone calls, there's email, there's the occasional fax. With Xvela, what we'll do is we'll bring together the ocean carriers and the terminal operators on a collaborative platform. And what does that mean? It'll change the way they interact.
Can you tell me how Xvela is utilizing Navis Power Stow to create a more holistic solution for terminal operators and ocean carriers alike?
So what we're doing is we have Power Stow today, probably one of the most widely respected and used stowage solutions in the market. Many of the top 20 ocean carriers still use it today, but it's software. What we'll do is we'll take that Power Stow software, we'll put it on a cloud-based carrier or cloud-based platform, so the ocean carriers and the terminal operators can collaborate.
Optimization is a massive trend in the industry at the moment. What's Xvela doing about that?
For an ocean carrier, essentially, if you could increase the utilization of your vessel by perhaps 1 or 2%, that's a massive topside gain. That's big revenue for the ocean carriers. Also, as an ocean carrier, if you could mitigate your bunker costs, that is also a big bottom line gain because you'd reduce one of your single biggest costs. What Xvela does is, because we allow those parties to collaborate, the ocean carrier and the terminal operator, the tangible example is if the ocean carrier can sail on time or a little bit earlier, he can either stick to the pro forma or steam a little bit slower. What that means is he burns less bunkers. He burns less bunkers, he now operates more profitably.
I understand Xvela is a cloud-based technology. How does that benefit your audience?
Well, I'm not a technologist, but what I can do is give you a simple view of how it works. Essentially, it's in the cloud. What does that mean? It's via the internet. So when our customers use the solution and they interact with it, the only thing they really need is a good internet connection and a valid web browser. It'll be a full SaaS or cloud-based solution.
Are there any sector-specific key trends you foresee for the future?
The big trend we see is the drive by ocean carriers to become somewhat profitable or more profitable. They've spent a lot of money in the new mega vessels, and as you can see from the order book in 2015 and 2016, that continues. And so the current issues we have about concentration of the mega vessels coming into the terminals and the need for increased productivity, that will only become more intense.
To sum up, how is Xvela aligning itself to be ahead of the game?
We've taken a great piece of software and we've said over the next 18 months we're going to deliver a true cloud-based platform to deal with exactly these issues. The goal is to get the ocean carriers and the terminal operators on board. So they're both our customers. We wish to connect as many terminal operators as we can on behalf of their partners, the ocean carriers. But it is, in a sense, a so-called network play that we want to have everybody on the platform.